Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandon and today I'm going to show you guys how to play Nostalgia by Tate McRae. This is a really simple song, great for beginners, great for learning some finger picking. So if that interests you, stick around and we're going to learn how to play it. So before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys to give the video a like, hit that subscribe button and also leave a comment for anything else that you want to learn. And with that being said, let's zoom into the fretboard and take a closer look. Alright, so we are zoomed in. Let's get straight into it. The song has about 3 sections. The first section is going to be the picking pattern that you heard in the intro of the video that I played. That is the intro and the verse. Then we have the pre-chorus and the chorus, or the chorus and the post-chorus. Doesn't really matter how you want to think of it. That is going to have some chords that we play, with a minor change between those 2 different sections. And then the third section is going to be the outro, which also has a picking pattern similar to the first section but with some changes, but we'll get there. Okay, so let's start at the first section, and before I actually get into the first section, let's just go through some of the chords that are going to be used in the song. So first up we have this chord, which is a C over G, basically a C major. But instead of playing the C note here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, you're going to play this G note here on the 3rd fret of the G string, the 6th string. Okay, so C major, sorry, C over G. Okay, we do also have a C major chord, just standard C major. Okay, then up next, we have an E minor chord. Then we have a D major chord. Alright. Then a A minor chord. And then lastly, we have this chord. A B minor chord. This chord is a bit more advanced, not really a beginner chord, but don't worry, I'll show you some workarounds for that if you can't play that chord yet. Okay, so this first section, let's go through that. What are we doing there? So let's start on our C over G chord, okay, and we're going to play this pattern. Okay, so let's break that down real slow. So the pattern goes like this: we play the bass note, which is the G here, sorry, the E string, the low E string, okay, then we play the B string, then we play a picking pattern here where we play the G string, then the D, and then the G. Okay, so that's the first half of that. Let's play that slowly. Okay, then you repeat that, but the second time around, instead of ending on the G, you end on the B string. So that will sound like this. Okay, so let's play that whole part with that chord, just slowly. Okay, then what we do is we switch to this E minor chord, okay, and then we play basically the same pattern as before. Actually, it's exactly the same pattern in terms of the strings, exactly the same. So like that, okay, exactly the same pattern there. Up next we have the D chord. What you're going to do over here is play the D string, and then you're going to play the B string as the first 2 notes. Then you're going to play G, D, and then B string. Okay, so that's going to sound like this. Yeah, second time around, same thing, except for the first note you play is not a D, but an A instead. So the open A string. Like that. Okay, so both of those parts for the D chord are going to sound like this. Alright, then we go to our last chord for this progression, which is this A minor chord, and then the pattern's going to be pretty much the same with a small change. So then we go, so there you're playing the A string and then the B string. Then you're going to play G, D, B, okay. Then you're going to do a change here where you go play the A to the B, so that actually starts the same. Then you switch to this. Okay, then you just play 2 notes there. So I'm just playing the B note here on the A string, so the 5th string, and then the B string, open B string. Okay, so the last part for the A minor chord will sound like this. Okay, so moving on, the next section is going to be the verse, not the verse, the chorus, and the post-chorus, or the pre-chorus and the chorus, however you want to think of it. And what this section is, it's just a bunch of chords played with a particular strumming pattern. So let me play through it once quickly, so you can see what we're expecting to hear. Right, so the chords we're going to play, if you didn't pick it up there, C major, B minor, D major, and then A minor to B minor. Okay, so the strumming pattern we're going to use, let's just start back at the C chord, is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, then you just repeat that strumming pattern for the same chord, and then you repeat that for basically the whole thing. So let's just go through it slowly. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, then we just same pattern here. Sorry, for the E minor. D. Then when we get to the A minor, we go. Then you go up, down, up. Then you go. Actually, it's a. So that's a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, that can be quite tricky, especially the switch from this A minor chord to the B minor chord. So that's where you can see me doing it like this. I start with the A minor with these fingers, then it allows me to more easily bar the B minor chord like this. Alternatively, if that's still too difficult for you, there's a couple of things you can do instead. You could play the A minor, and then you can play a B minor like this. Just the bottom 4 strings, so it's not a bar chord. That makes it easier. Alternatively, you could play it like this, and then B minor like this, where you just play it like a power chord. So now you're only playing the 5th string, the 4th string, and the 3rd string. Okay, I can also make it a bit easier to play, so then it would sound like this. Okay, so I didn't really go through what we are doing for these 2 sections, where you're playing this chord progression. So basically, after the verse is done, you're going to get to this chord progression, where you're playing that exact progression, but it's palm muted. Okay, so that'll just sound like this. If you don't know how to palm mute, take this part of your hand right here, place it against the strings near the bridge of the guitar, and then you play it like this. Okay, like that. You play exactly the same thing. This might be a little bit difficult with these chords that we're doing, so don't be afraid of lifting up a little bit. You don't have to keep it exactly there the whole time. That'll make it just a bit easier. Okay, so you play that palm muted, then when you get to the chorus, or the post-chorus, depends on how you look at it, just the next section. Then you're going to play it with open, just fully open strings, open strumming, no palm muting. Right, like that. Okay, hope that's clear enough. So then let's move on to the final section. Alright, so the final section is going to sound like this. So, we're using some different chords there, similar to the first section, that's the intro and the verse, but some distinct changes. So instead of this C over G chord, we're playing a C major 7. Okay, that chord right there. And we're going to start similarly, right? We're playing the A string and then the B string. Then we're going to do G, D, G. Okay, and then you repeat that. So let's go through that slowly. Then you're going to lift up your ring finger here and go into an E minor chord. Okay, unlike the previous E minor, we're not going to play it with the E string bass. We're going to play it actually with this bass note, or the lowest note being on the A string. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, so just to reiterate that, it's A string, B string, G, D, G. Okay, then repeat that, but the second time around you play G, D, B string at the end. Okay, so let's just go through that again slowly. Alright, but next we have this chord right here. Okay, which is kind of a variation of a D chord, of a D major. So for that, it's going to be a similar pattern to what we did for the D major in the intro and the verse. Like that. Okay, so we're playing D, B, G, D, B, and then repeat. Alright. Then lastly, we have this chord, which is an A minor 7. Very similar. All we're doing is we're taking off our ring finger here on the second fret of the G string and playing that open to get this A minor 7 chord. Okay, then that's going to be actually exactly the same pattern as the A minor originally. So A, B, G, D, B, and then once again we end on this. So that's the A, B, then we go here, second fret there, and then instead of playing the open B, we play the open G. Okay, so let's just go through that slowly with that A minor 7 chord. Okay, then you just play that a couple of times, and that's the outro section done. And that is it, guys. That's the entire song. Hey guys, thank you so much for sticking around until the end. And just want to remind you guys to give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment for anything else that you'd like to learn in the future. With that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.